Hey, everybody. Welcome. Got several things going on starting in just a minute. We are going to be going over the reset, both for the group. Got three groups that started today. I said one group, but you got a group that started strong. I want to make sure you know you're off to a good start and know what to eat. You got rooted. I want to make sure you're off to a good start and know what to eat. It's 10 days, both of them are. And then we did the simplified one. Next Monday, if you didn't get in on those, you can start next Monday, and we're just doing the one. We're going to do the simplified one every Monday until people get to feeling that lightness and get their metabolism revved up. Did have a few people that went on and did the Jumpstart Kit. It's the 24-day detox and metabolic boost. I'll be mindful that you did that so that on day 11, I know what to put out, because that's very powerful. I didn't know people would do that, but that's really good. So making sure you have the right meal plan on day 11 is important to get everything boosted. Those herbs work synergistically with certain foods and help create thermogenesis. So that's how I started 20 years ago, was that 24-day jump start. Hey, everybody. At 8:15, I think it'll be 8:15. If we get through here early, then I'll just pause and come back at 8:15. We'll use this link. Many of us, over 200 of us, have decided that we would go through the Bible in a year together, and we didn't do yesterday. And this morning, my job times are changing, so we're going to catch it up. We're committed to making sure that we keep pace with that, so that at the end of the year, not only have we lost weight, living a more well life, we've honored Him, spent a lot of time with the Lord, and being in His Word together. So at 8:15, just because it's a lot of reading, we got two to get caught up on, because I don't want it to get further behind than that. We'll get caught up on that together. And some of you that are here and you feel like you've got the unction and you want to read, would love to have you read. Doesn't matter to me what version you're studying out of, but just to keep the videos, because we're putting all these videos in the library. We don't want to alter the version we're reading from. So if someone wants to help me read tonight at 8:15, then would love to have you. I'm reading from the King James Version. So we will get started with this session, and then at 8:15, we'll start reading the Word. I have some folks in here doing the reset, detox, whatever we're calling it. I still tend to call it a detox, but it's better said a reset. Of course, we finished up those fun challenges, the Slimness Challenge, the Journal Challenge, just to keep us focused. Now we're getting back right and tight with our challenges. We were kind of loosey-goosey with those other two. They were just to help us get through the Christmas season. A lot of people put some effort in. I might have been loosey-goosey, but they weren't. They really focused and did a good job. We got started today with Rooted and Strong and the Simplified. You just go into the challenge section, depending on which website you're on. They're set up the same. As you can see, we have got the 10-day Faithful Reset. This is the simplified one that we'll be doing every Monday, as long as there's interest. I'll also host classes during the week to help people get through the 10-day reset. The difference between I Am Rooted and I Am Strong is the meal plan. One of them is more plant-based. It's a mingling of plants and animal foods, but mostly plant-based. And then Strong is like doing Lion and Shark Days along with the detox. Pretty equal distribution, 25 in that one, so it'll be interesting. What's interesting is who finishes. You can get off to a good start in a couple of days, but 10 days for some seems like a long time. It's really not. A good detox would really take at least 40 days, but we do 10 days and they're effective. Been doing them for years, and it can get you momentum, help clear out some undigested matter. So we've got Rooted and Strong. One of the things I like to do, you could just use a sheet of paper. You don't have to use my digital worksheets, but I like them because I can find stuff fast. when I'm putting together meal plans, there's several sheets that you can use. There's a void replacement sheet, custom meal plan, and custom meal ideas. I like this worksheet because there's two versions of it. If you go into the week, whether you're doing rooted or strong, there's a lot of variety, and the more variety you have, the more likely you are to mess up. Keep variety very limited when you're doing a challenge. So looking at all the options we have, putting down in advance what I'm going to limit myself to, and then being able to stick to it, that's really potent. Get up each day and you're focused on this and nothing else. You focus on what you can have, not on what you can't have. There's a 4-column one here if you want to put more meal ideas from those sheets. But the 2-column one for a challenge is good. You write your breakfast down, lunch down, dinners, and you're just agreeing with yourself. This is what I'm going to stick to till I get my momentum and accomplish my goals. So most people are doing the reset kit with these. Anytime you do the reset, I think it's helpful to do the reset kit. It speeds things up. It has more the intended effect. It always has for me and other people that I talk to on a regular basis that use it and do it right. They agree, and the results always bear out that way. In the AdvoCare reset, there's 3 components to it. There's the fiber packet you take in the morning. There's the probiotics you take in the morning, and then the herbal tablets you take before bed. The cleanse caplets, they're the real potentiator here. The reason I use AdvoCare's little reset kit is not because of the fiber, not because of the probiotics. Those are great. There are companies that have even better ones, but I can't find this list, this combination of herbs anywhere else. And they always have the effect on me that I desire, and it's gentle. I won't get into gross stuff tonight. There's a great class, What's Your Poo Telling You? And if you understand that class, when we've done that before, we do it once or twice a year. When you understand that, you understand that these herbal tablets are working. You can tell. It's not a laxative effect, though. A lot of people are looking for a laxative effect. It doesn't have that. In fact, that fiber will slow down the transit effect. The laxative effect will be slowed by the fiber, but that's okay because the fiber is going to attach to undigested matter. It's going to do its job. So the herbal tablets has senna extract, which is a natural laxative, cranberry juice, an antioxidant and urinary cleanser, burdock extract, blood purifier and anti-inflammatory, astragalus extract, immune booster and energy enhancer. Milk thistle extract is a liver detoxifier that helps cleanse your liver. Getting rid of undigested waste from your colon also does that because your liver sits above all of that apparatus, and it does get backed up, and it can't focus on efficiently burning fat. It's like you're unclogging all the feet of plumbing you have so that the liver can drop too. And it helps it just work more efficiently. You should make some sort of reset or cleanse a part of your lifestyle if your doctor's okay with it. I think that I've went to thinking people should do this once a month, but at least 3 or 4 times a year with a proper meal plan where you control insulin. Cyanidra extract, adaptogen and detoxifier, beetroot powder, blood cleanser and antioxidant. Beetroot powder is also very good for your heart. Garlic bulb powder, immune booster and detoxifier. And then you've got your probiotic restore. It's got everything that we need to replenish good bacteria. And then we got the fiber pack. We've got the perfect blend of soluble and insoluble fiber. Insoluble fiber is the colon cleanser. That's what gets rid of that tiny undigested matter within. And then you've got the soluble fiber. This is going to help with the digestive support and cholesterol regulation, binding to some of the bad fats you're eating and making sure you don't absorb them. So that's the reset. I mix my fiber packet with Spark in the morning, but you can mix it with Ocean Spray Diet or anything that you want. Those of you that are AdvoCare folks, it does not hurt and will only help if you consume Advo greens or Advo reds freely during your detox. In fact, if we were dealing with tough-minded people, and I'm sure you are at various times, I'd have you do nothing for at least 3 days in a row, but Advo greens, Advo reds, and just fast, because you'll be just saturating your system with prebiotics and probiotics. By the way, there's some really good recipes to make those more flavorful, even though they taste good now. If you were to go ahead and get the 24-day kit that has the metabolic nutrition system, make sure you see me, because on day 11, there's some beautiful things you can do to boost that metabolism. Anybody that gets a receipt from AdvoCare, always forward that to me so that I can offset the cost of your shipping, since they won't let me carry those in-house. And we send you a 10% discount code for the Shibby Shop. Any questions about the reset before we look at our food choices? Tina said, mix my fiber with the free sample Paradise Punch. The Paradise Punch, if you haven't gotten it, it may be the best. They've got all those flavors. It's why I can't quit on them. I've started drinking some wellness company Sustain. I like how it makes me feel, but they don't have as many of the flavors. I'm just a Spark guy because I can mix it in my Greek plain yogurt, put it on my berries. They just got so many good flavors. Make popsicles. Did y'all lose the sound? Okay. Sorry, Nalida. Everybody good? Uh-huh.
Hey, Travis, this is Gail.
Hey, Gail.
I noticed the simple food plan, in the overall, it said it requires Omegaplex, which is an AdvoCare product, but that was not something that
you don't need it.
I ordered. I mean, I can if I need to, but is it going to, do I need that?
No. Actually, what happened was they've offered another bundle, and before I knew it, people were getting it, and it had omega in it, and it's definitely helpful to take always for inflammation, but it's not necessary.
Okay, thank you.
I get my omega fish oil from a better source. I get it from the wellness company. So, and I do take it every day, but it's not a part of this reset unless you bought it. They offered, they do their own marketing, and they did some slick marketing about the bundle options. So people were smartly getting the expanded bundles. I was glad to see it. It helped me, but you didn't have to have it. That makes sense.
Yes, that does. Thank you.
Yeah. Anything I mentioned today, like Jennifer's asking for the recipes, I will dig them up. I use them myself. Just if you don't mind, I hate to give you extra legwork, but it's just me. So, well, Geraldine's helping, but just send me an email for anything I mentioned tonight and you don't have, and I'll stay up this evening and make sure that I get it to you. Sometimes I've got 3 third shifts tonight I have to work, but most of the time, unless all heck breaks loose, I'm behind a desk. So I can still work for y'all at night. I'm probably better at work when I'm working around the clock. Can I get the recipes for the greens and reds because I ordered them? Yes, just shoot me that email. TravisJack777 @gmail. And Geraldine, just put some recipes. You can see if they're there. It's the Advo greens and Advo reds recipes. And you just use that like a supplement or an extra. So that's what's going to help our meal plan along. Now I'm going to do something different tonight with our time. I'm going to let you come up. If you're doing it next Monday or even this week, I'm going to do a worksheet with you. So if you don't like the meal plan, I don't want people not doing the reset because they don't like the meal plan, but I need to know what you're going to have, because there's some things that's not helpful during your detox. There's some things that are. So we'll do a worksheet tonight and we'll include this in the challenges. And then that way you've got more variety. And if you're doing next week's, I'll just add this list of foods that we come up with collectively to it, because we're planning on the whole year, whether we have one person or 100, every Monday so that people can count on it. We start a reset. Everybody good? So let's start with I am strong. Those of you doing I am strong, are there any questions about that meal plan? You've read through the rules. We've had several sessions about it. Any questions, or do you know what to eat while you're going through this for 10 days? What about I am rooted? Does everybody feel good about their meal plan of choice? Y'all got it. So the one that I'm going to look at with you is the simplified one, because I got a feeling that we're going to be doing it a lot, because it's simple for me to explain, simple to get people going. Where rooted and planted, just they're simple, but they foster a lot of questions. So I'm going to 10-day fateful reset with a cleanse. Let's just talk about that for a minute. Then I'll answer these questions too. I'm in the challenge here, and I've got my downloadable files, my communications as I need to look at what's going on. And then we've got our meal plan, and we've talked about the reset components that you're taking, how to officially join it so that you earn your badge. We're planning on this year tokenizing the entire website. The whole world's moving to tokenization, and we'll have our own little ecosystem. So when you earn those badges, it's not just a feel good you're getting. You're gonna want to have worked this program and become successful. In fact, y'all have seen the bubbles. We're putting the function up now. Everything's not the prettiest thing, but it will get pretty. The designers just got to come in and fix the design part. But to give you an example on I Am Faithfully Fit, I know some of you seen this. You've got this little chart, you got a progress report, and then these bubbles. Again, they're going to get prettier. All these are in red because the account that I'm in is not doing everything they're supposed to be doing. They're not getting an A or a B on their progress report. So all their bubbles are in red. But there's a lot of small ones because nevertheless, a lot of weight has been lost. These are the number of pounds that this person needed to lose. And they all started as big bubbles, and now they're little bubbles. We want those bubbles to be green. That means we're getting an A on our report card. So you've got the bubbles, but you're going to have several tabs representing individually yourself and collectively as a group. When I say representing, so individually, you're going to see the number of calories you've overeaten by. It's going to show the calories represented as bubbles and how many calories is in each one of those bubbles and how many you've overeaten. So like when I started the program, I had overeaten by 350,000 calories. I needed to reverse engineer that. So every day as you lose weight, you'll see, just like paying off a debt, that you started with this many calories and you keep getting these credits every time you lose weight. Just things to help your outcome, to help you focus and keep your arms around the challenge, because it is a challenge, but you'll reverse engineer. We also have looked at the entire group of our family. Our family is overeaten by so many billions of calories, and it will be represented on the website so we can all be our part. And when you do your part, it won't show your name. You'll know who you are represented there, but nobody else will. When you do your part, you're gonna light up, and it's gonna say, this person did their part. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this obesity epidemic. We're gonna whip the diet devil. So lots of fun stuff in addition to new tools that are coming. So That's what, if you're new here and you heard me talk about your progress report and different things, know those things because they will be a help to you. We've already looked at data and it's so encouraging. Nothing really changed other than people doing the same things, except for those that are using their progress report have much better results. And you can see their performance since the progress reports, their performance before progress report and after is amazing. So some people really do. If you just give them the data, they'll do a good job. All right. On the reset, does it have to be AdvoCare bundle or can it be FiberWise from the wellness story? They don't have the herbal tablets, but I've been telling people you can still do a really good job with FiberWise, Florify, and berberine. Berberine actually has a detoxification effect. So if you're trying to mimic the reset kit, but do it with the wellness company, you could do it with FiberWise and Florify. And if you have berberine, add that on. It will help. It won't help you poop, but it has a detoxifying effect. Does that make sense? Good. Your bubbles are red, Paulette. Stay with it. Keep letting me know, because if there's a glitch, we'll fix it. But it requires more than just a day of excellence. So if you went red, it might take a few days of consistency to trend back green. Can we have ProFlex and Simply Fit bars on Rooted? Simply Fit bar is the better bar for a detox. ProFlex is allowed. The Simply Fit bar is much better for the detox. Power Crunch bars are also allowed. Tina, thanks for letting me know. I will check into that. It may be a glitch. We'll check on that. Geraldine, would you send me an email on that to add to my task list? I get to meet with Sergey twice a week. We got where we were meeting all night, every night, and poor fella couldn't get anything done because I talked too much. But I'll give that to him when we meet. Coco Ringa on I Am Strong. As a coffee creamer, yes. A full serving of Coco Ringa would defeat the purpose of I Am Strong. Does that make sense? But as a coffee creamer, you're fine. And you're fine with it on Rooted. It's perfect for Rooted. Any other questions, additions? Everybody say hello to Miss Brenda. I put her on the spot the other day. She's back. Everyone knows what she's been through. Most people do, but she's back. One of the toughest, strongest people I know. Love having you back, sis. Quest bars are allowed. Yep. We'll do that right now on a worksheet. I'm going to go back to resources. I'll save this and then we can put it in everybody's digital worksheets. We'll use this small one. If we have to do 2 or 3 worksheets, we'll do 2 or 3 worksheets. Maybe the 4 columns better. Let's do the 4 column. Okay. So here's the way we'll do that. We're doing some additions. For Rooted, if I didn't, it may already be on there. Coco Ringa, simplified, Coco Ringa. I'm making these from my notes or I won't ever remember. Quest bars, Power Crunch bars, Quest bar, Power Crunch bar. These are for simplified and Rooted. Simply Fit bar is the best for the detoxes. And then y'all said what? ProFlex bar. So all of these can be done on the Detox. I would not do any of these bars. I wouldn't do anything up here on I Am Strong. The only bar that I would have for I Am Strong, does anybody know the bar that we would allow? A hemp bar. So 1/3 of a hemp bar you can do on any of the detoxes, even I Am Strong. Fit Crunch, you could do a half of a Fit Crunch bar or a small one. Not the entire bar. It's got a lot of fillers in it. It's going to leave you with some bloat. They sure do taste good. Lenny and Larry's Complete Cookie, you could do 1/2 of a Lenny and Larry Complete, not the whole cookie. Does that make sense, Gail? You could do a half of the Lenny and Larry with also a Cocoa Ringa or Healthwise hot chocolate. Do not do the whole cookie. Do not do the whole cookie. Any other options? Let's go. We'll keep looking at the meal plan itself. You could do it with Carb Master or Fat-Free Fairlife milk. I'm going to pull up these meals again. Let's look at what's on here on the simplified. You can do anything for 2 days. 10 days, sorry. Another slip of the tongue tonight. I thought the hot chocolate was a meal. It is best as a meal. Some people want to push that. There's all kind of things that you can do with the Healthwise hot chocolate. Some people use it as an extra. But if you're really being restrictive, you should do what I do with it and use it as a meal by itself. 1 or 2 of those servings as a meal episode on any version of the program. It's like you're fasting, but you're getting your protein in. But some people want to know what they can have with it, Annette. And then that's when we start pushing boundaries. And we can still work within the program because we're still controlling insulin. If it keeps you full, less is always best. So looking back at the reset, in case you have ideas, chicken breast is unrooted. It's already on your meal plan, should be. It's best to add hemp flakes or hemp hearts with it. Make sure that y'all read that document. If I'm coming across, I get a little defensive because I do get told, not by many people, we just deal with a lot of people, and people say I'm being a smart butt, and I'm not being a smart butt. What I'm asking you to do is most of the stuff, we're just not used to having to work for anything anymore. And we want you to work as little as possible. But most of the time, what we're asking is in the document. Have y'all noticed that? Most of the time, what we're asking for is already there. So if you can't get me or you're not in one of these live classes and you're getting frustrated, look at your document because it's usually in there. What about UMP? Can I have Beverly UMP with Egg Whites International? Always. That's good for every single one of our challenges except for Strong. For those that don't understand what I'm talking about, I Am Strong is a Lion and Shark Day along with the Reset Kit. Lion and Shark Days, other than just a few items that are listed, is only meat and animal products. Eggs, full fat cheese, meat, organic, grass-fed, wild-caught. It serves a different purpose. So if in the industry you're hearing about carnivore plans, I don't like them because they don't give you real boundaries for what kind of animal foods you can have. And then they don't tell you that a year from now you're going to have gut health problems. but it does serve a purpose today. It helps combat inflammation, get your insulin in control, restricts calories, you feel good, helps alleviate swelling. You also learn and identify what foods you're allergic to, because when you go back to plant foods, you find out which leaves, roots, stems, and nuts you're allergic to that cause autoimmune disorder that you didn't even know were causing you a problem. So I Am Strong is the perfect reset along with that reset kit. But we have to stay away from plants. Does anyone know where to find that information if you're not reading your document? So if you don't know where to find your document, let's go to if you don't know where to find it on the website, I'm going to go to my dashboard and it's disappeared. Let's see. My menu got gone. What happened? Dashboard. I'm going to the dashboard and I'm going to, let's see, journey, foundation. Let's see, here we go. So shark foods, line foods. These are my line foods. Look at this. A better place, you can go to Tiger Foods and it shows you Tiger Foods, line foods, shark foods. So when I go to line foods, it literally means on those line days, you shouldn't eat anything if it isn't on these lists. You shouldn't eat or drink anything not on this list, not counting the supplements. If you want plant foods, the only non-toxic ones are squash, avocado, berries, cucumbers, pickles, hemp flakes, hemp hearts, lemons, lime, mushrooms. We can start adding back things like apples very soon, but you have to stay away from the roots, leaves, and stems and oxalate containing foods, or you want to identify what's causing you health issues. There's videos on that protocol. So if you're doing one of those with us, and I get it when people say, this is too hard. It's a lot of information. That's why nobody does this. It's really hard to teach this to people who aren't, not that you're not, but people who are high fin. Because they're going to be frustrated. You're going to be frustrated. But I want to teach. So understanding food, what it does to your body, how to package that within a day. And right now, it's a good way to learn about it right here in this challenge where you've got the resources that you need. You've got your meal plan right there, and it says what you can eat and what you can't eat for 10 days. But Beverly UMP with Egg Whites International, it would be fine for simplified. It would be fine. Let me write it down before I forget. It will be fine for simplified or the rooted one. So Beverly, we don't want it on strong because it has whey in it. Beverly UMP, Egg Whites International. It's a premium shake, very high bioavailability. It's like the perfect meal replacement on our program unless you're doing line and shark days. Any other questions? Yes, we will start another round Monday, the simplified one. We're going to keep it more simple. All right. The rules of these all work the same. So let's take a look at what our day is going to look like. Any of the foods that we just added, any of them that you still want me to look at, we can. You've got a streak calendar to make this simple. This streak calendar has everything you're supposed to do that day listed. And then you just mark it off to make sure you follow all the protocol. This looks like a lot, but it's not. You're already doing most of this during the day. It's just a few things we're adding in. I check off, I did my fiber packet, my Spark, my probiotics, my herbal tablets. I ate a breakfast from the meal plan, a lunch from the meal plan, a dinner from the meal plan. I took my vitamin. I did as many steps as I could. I journaled. I did my morning prayer, my evening prayer, and my devotion. That's a great reset day. Don't you agree, Brenda? You could do that. It's not a problem. Try for 10 days to fill this little streak calendar out, and you'll make some good habits. Going on down, again, it reinforces our rules. It's all laid out, I think, very easy to understand if you're not overthinking. And it says breakfast. Here's my breakfast options, and plus what we've already added. Mighty Muffin. Oh, let me give y'all a tip. Pro tip. Does anybody like Mighty Muffins except for me? I love Mighty Muffins. Y'all want to hear something really good? Go to Amazon and get that Fit butter. Let me show you. It's a powder. It's taking my Mighty Muffins to the next level. I already turn them into banana pudding. You'll thank me for this one if you try it. It's amazing. It's amazing. This is the bomb right here. And there's more we can do with it than just this. I happen to want a dessert, and I made myself a dessert, and it was good. Now I'm trying all kind of different ones. I take my Mighty Muffin and have it with carb ice cream as a meal. I mix blueberries in it. Turn it into banana pudding. I love Mighty Muffins. They're so versatile. Now I got this stuff. Look, let me find the right ones. Protein Fit Butter Powder. I almost pulled up the wrong one. Uh-oh, where'd it go? I'll find it. Bear with me. I just pulled up the wrong one, not thinking. Let me just go grab it. Bear with me. You got to see it. It's not those peanut butters. It's a powder. Hold on. I use these things I pulled up too. I just got the names mixed up. So these little suckers, y'all can see my screen, right? Protein cookie butter powder. They got a blueberry and a chocolate, and it's a powder. And I will take this stuff here and take a tablespoon of it and mix it in my chocolate or peanut butter Mighty Muffins. Add just a little more water. It is delicious. So you might like that if you want more versatility. I bet there's 20 different meals I use Mighty Muffins for, but these little powder protein cookie butters, and you mix them with water and they become peanut butter, but they're really good just to take the powder and mix it in with your favorite flavors. So might want to try it. It was worth telling you about. Smells good too. Finally, sorry. All right, so I've had my reset. Get into it, talk yourself into it. So I'm getting fired up in the morning. I'm having my fiber and my Spark. I have my probiotics. I eat either a Mighty Muffin, a Greek yogurt bowl, have a Healthwise hot chocolate, an egg white omelet, or a legendary pastry. Very simple. If I want to do an egg white omelet every day, I can. I don't have to do this other stuff. Or a Mighty Muffin. I'm keeping it simple. When we're detoxifying, it's about less food, not more food. The less you do, the less you consume over that 10 days, the better. You're not going to starve. Then you got your lunch, grilled chicken salad, easy. Control your portion. Turkey lettuce wraps. GC control shakes are the best. You could do Beverly UMP too, though. Baked salmon, legendary sweet roll, chicken stir fry, tilapia and broccoli, turkey meatballs and zoodles, Healthwise cappuccino, GC control shake, a pasta salad. This was awesome, this pasta salad. If you want to do that as a meal, like a perfect detox day is something like drinking your fiber packet, having your favorite beverage throughout the day. If you get too hungry, maybe a bone broth. And then for dinner, you have this little pasta salad and call it a day. Less is best. You're on an island and it's detox island. You're sweating it out, pooping it out, getting ready to build a strong, strong metabolism. That's it. Just choose from the meals that we all agree on for 10 days. Should we be trying to get in a certain amount of protein a day? For the regular program, you'll always be fine if you're having 3 eating episodes a day. For a detox, I'm not as worried about your protein. If you're worried about it, you're probably getting enough anyway. But if you're worried about it, you need a 0.5 gram. I got chocolate all over my keyboard. You need a 0.5 gram of protein per lean pound of body weight. Do I need to help somebody with that? I know some people like to count it. Does everybody know how to figure your protein needs? So we go into the website, resources. Oh, dashboard. I'm sorry. Dashboard. I go into protein intake, faithfully fit mode. I'm in weight loss mode. My lean body weight, I might have to do an assessment. Lean body weight's on your assessment. If you need that, I can show you how to get that. Lean body weight is 100 pounds for most ladies, maybe less than that. But if let's say that you weigh 140, your lean body weight on an assessment is probably 100. And it says you need at least 50 to 100 grams of protein a day. You can go here, complete your assessment the right way, and it will tell you your lean body weight. For example, I'm going to fill this in like I know. I don't right now. Biceps 15 inches, forearms 12, wrist 7.5. That determines bone structure. Hips 38, thighs 23, calf 16, or that's a roundabout. Then I send, and it tells me I have a lean body weight of 171 pounds. If I take off all the fat, my body fat's 10%. I have 11.46 pounds of essential fat. I have 7.92 of reserve fat. I'm in danger of muscle wasting because I could go into starvation mode if I don't eat. I've lost so much weight that if I don't eat, my body will start pulling from my muscle. I just don't have any left. And then my BMI is 23. My BMR is 1841. So I would base my protein needs at 172 pounds. So I'm going back to my dashboard. I go to protein. Lean body weight is 172 pounds. I need to make sure I'm getting 86 to 172 grams of protein a day. If I were working out, I need more close to 172 if I were lifting weights. If I'm not lifting weights, I'm not destroying tissue, 86 would be plenty. I'm going to pause there. Did that help anybody, or is that just confusing to you?
No, it helped me. I was the one that asked the question. You just always hear everybody talking about protein, you need this much protein. But I just think about the amount of fat and calories that's in the food they're eating, and I just can't figure it out. Knowing what I know, it's just odd to me that they're having that much protein based on what they're eating. So I'm just trying to make different choices and make higher protein food choices, if that makes sense.
It does.
Okay, because I could choose between two different things and be satisfied with both, but one has more protein, so that's the one I should go with.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm just trying to figure that out.
Can I take a more individual dive with you? People might enjoy it.
Oh, great. Yeah.
So individually, they're all wrong.
Okay.
Now, let me tell you why they're wrong. So what you just said is more sensible than what people are moving to. What matters is if you have a dish that's 400 calories in that serving. Are you with me?
Mm-hmm.
Your weight loss, your fat loss will be dictated by the percentage of those calories that come from protein. So when you make better protein choices for that meal and that comprises the most of that meal, you're going to have more thermogenesis.
Well, I just noticed with the Mighty Muffin per se, you added that other cookie butter stuff. That was 9 grams of protein. I looked it up real quick. So
Yeah.
that made that a really good choice because
Yes.
of all the protein.
Yes.
And so hemp flakes and hemp parts, adding that to your foods makes it more protein, right?
And fat. So
And fat.
let me talk you through this too, just to give you, and I know we might have to unpack it in an advanced class. This will be in a good
Yeah.
advancement. So for weight loss, prioritize it because first of all, you have to look at calories. So is this Kelly?
Yeah, it's Kelly.
Okay, I can't see you on the screen.
Yeah.
So let's say that your ideal weight times 8 is the calories. What would that put your calories at?
135 times 8, whatever that is.
So 800, about 1100 calories a day.
Okay.
So for fat loss, you need 1100 calories a day.
Okay.
For maintenance, probably 14, 15. For muscle building, closer to 2000. You with me so far?
Mm-hmm.
So you're in the weight loss mode and you're at 1100 calories. Everybody would tell you that's not enough. They don't know what they're talking about.
Okay.
So let's say yours is 1100 till you reach your goal. That 1100, the more of those calories that are protein, up to 90% is going to skyrocket your weight loss results. 10% of it needs to be fat. You have to have some fat. So why is the very best meal a lean protein plus MCT oil on my program or lean protein plus hemp hearts and hemp flakes? Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That gives you the perfect ratio of your overall calorie needs, proteins and good fats.
Okay. That's still a little confusing to me. I'll just admit that. But
what part of it is?
the part, well, okay, so if 1100 calories is like what I should be eating for weight loss.
For weight
How
loss.
do you figure out how much? Well, you said 10% of that should be fat. Like, what do you mean by that?
Okay, so ideally you wouldn't want to, we just determined that protein would be the most important nutrient for you.
Okay.
So the bulk of those 11, so because what other people will do, they'll get their protein, but like you mentioned, they're eating everything else too. That's why they don't lose weight.
Yeah, they're eating macaroni and cheese and Chick-fil-A nuggets from Chick-fil-A. I'm like, how are you doing that? That doesn't work.
Unless they're going to work out 3 or 4 hours a day, it's not happening.
I
So,
watch too much TikTok. Let's just say that.
yeah. So you need 1100 calories.
Mm-hmm.
You also need at least, based upon your ideal weight, you need at least 60 grams of protein, right?
Yes.
Okay. You can get a lot more protein in that, create more thermogenesis, but I wouldn't want you I don't want you getting 1100 calories of protein. We need to add some fat.
Okay.
So there are 9 calories in a gram of fat. So without doing it pinpoint, if 10% of your calories are going to come from fat, then 10% of 1100 is 110. So you need at least 110 calories from fat. So you got to get some fat in there.
Okay.
Basically, all you need to do, and this will simplify it, all you need to be thinking if you want the body fat to fall off like taking a blowtorch to butter, eat under 1100 calories a day and don't put anything on your plate except for protein and good fats.
Okay.
And you will melt. Whatever goals you have, if it was going to take 6 months, now it will take 3.
Okay.
If it was going to take 4 months, now it will take 2. So when I'm trying to just melt on this little plate, all Travis puts is 1s, 2s, 7s, MCT oil, hemp hearts, hemp flakes, and you melt.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, like the fat, you can almost see it dripping off of you.
Okay, I can't wait. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Tina. Thank
Mhm.
you. Anybody else?
Mhm.
Carbohydrate is a necessary macro, but more so in maintenance and especially in bodybuilding. That's why all the trainers are always telling people they aren't eating enough. Incorrect. If you're talking to a professional bodybuilder that knows what they're going to talk about, even they aren't eating carbs before they get on stage. It's seasonal. You have bulking season, maintenance season, cutting season. We're all in cutting season all the time. So proteins, good fats, not bad fats, but good fats on a portion plate will take care of all your macros every time. Anybody else? All right. Well, I appreciate y'all. I'm not going to leave the meeting. I'm going to come back. We're going to do our Bible reading. Those of you that are not able to stay, it's going to be a lengthy one tonight because we got to do yesterday's devotion and today's to stay caught up. And then in the morning, I'll catch you for the right day. Everybody good? All right. So we're going to take a brief intermission and I'll be right back. Those of you that want to go through the devotions, we have already put out in the text where we'll be reading from. If anybody has a King James Version Bible and is up to helping me read, since it's quite a bit tonight, it will take about 30 minutes to go through. All right. I appreciate y'all. I love you in the Lord. I'll close this group out in prayer and I'll be right back. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in the earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day, Lord, our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. All right. Thank y'all. I'll be right back.